Hi artists, let's talk about optical illusions. Optical illusions are pieces of artwork that use lines, shapes, and different designs to trick our eyes. Sometimes they use bright colors, and sometimes they even look like they are moving. Today, you are going to create your own artwork that is an optical illusion. You might have done something like this before. I am going to start by tracing my hand. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to go around the shape of my hand so that I have the outline on my paper first. Now that I have the outline of my hand, I'm going to go back and edit a little bit so that my lines are more smooth. Next, I am going to make the lines that create an illusion of a three-dimensional hand on my page. I'm going to start on one side and make a straight line. When I run into the side of my hand, I'm going to curve the line up until it meets the other side, and then keep going with a straight line. Again, go to the side of your hand, make a curved line across, and then keep going with a straight line on the other side. This makes it look like your hand is popping off of the page. Here, I've gone across my hand, but then need to make another curved line around my thumb. So go until you run into your hand, make a curved line, and then make it straight wherever your hand is sitting right on the background. This is a little tricky, so take your time and think about it. You have a pencil so you can erase if you need to. Again, making curves, straight lines, curves, and straight lines to make it look like my hand is popping off of the page. Remember, artists, the trick is to stop at the edge of your hand and make that curved line. That is what makes the illusion. The last thing I'm going to do is add color. I chose to use markers because they are bold and bright and they're going to stand out. I also like to use the markers to create a thicker line when I am coloring. So I am going to trace those pencil lines that I already made. My second color is going to go right next to the first color that I added. I'm going to take my time and go slow and follow the line that is already there. In a space like this on the end where there's not a lot of room for color, I'm just going to fill it in with yellow. You may run into spaces where there is more or less room for color. That's because our lines were not perfectly divided to begin with, and that's okay. It will still create a fun illusion. Now, your hand is not the only thing you can use to create an illusion. Here I am creating a simple shape without any details. It's just the outline of a cat. Now I am going to use my Sharpie to create the first lines as my guide to make my illusion. Remember to stop at the edge of your shape, create your curve, and then keep going with your straight line on the other side. If you have things like ears, you want to make sure, just like with our fingers, that we stop in both places and then keep going. Whoops, that line is a little bit diagonal. That's okay. I'm going to keep going and I'm going to add color just like I did when I made the example of a hand. Have fun today, artists. Take your time and be creative.